quote me, even a dead policeman can be tried and dismissed from the force, and his family will not get his benefits. And this is from a police chief. Do you know the funniest thing, or should I say the most astonishing thing of all? The EU has a presence in Abuja, in Nigeria. The British High Commissioner is there, Katuna Line. The US Ambassador is there. They've not said anything at all. In other words, that leads us now to believe that exactly what happened between 66 and 1970 is about to happen again, which is kill as many Biafrans as possible. I want all Africans to understand this, that this very policy of genocide and slaughter is sanctioned by the US Ambassador in Nigeria, sanctioned by the UK of all people. Tomorrow they'll be singing songs of praise about human rights abuses, what China is doing, what is happening in Gaza, what is happening in Rohingya. But in Nigeria, they sanction the killing of Biafrans in broad daylight. What sort of justice is that, I ask? And I want Africans to know, to ask themselves this question: why is it that the USA and Britain wants this very tiny country to be squashed and killed? What is it that they have that is driving them so mad? Because the future progress of Africa lies in the land of Biafra, and they do not want black people to be developed. That is why they're doing what they're doing. Look at a whole, should I say, high commission running all over the place, telling the country how to be run. The same things that Kwame Nkrumah, Julius Nyerere, Azikiwe, all of them, Patrice Lumumba, Jomo Kenyatta fought. The same thing that Mandela fought. Black people are now tolerating it. The same thing we are fighting. We want independence, we want self-rule. Today, this very morning or afternoon or evening, one woman is crossing the whole of Nigeria, telling the Nigerian police who to kill, telling them who to shoot at. Now tell me how I can be in a country where the chief of police have targeted my people for extermination and the whole world is quiet. Tomorrow they'll start blaming us.
We welcome CHIUKWU OKIKE, Abiama. Oneke. Weke market day. Uri. Market day. Afo. Market day. Nkom. Market day. Chineke. May all the glory and praises be to you. And we pray that you support, lead us and guide us, and help us not to misspeak, so that whatever we say from this mouth be according to your will, come from you. Do not let us to misspeak. This is not about us alone. It's about you also. Therefore, help us. And I'm also using this opportunity to welcome all the viewers of this channel. And I greet you from here, where I am located in the Western Hemisphere. And this day, this glorious day that CHIUKWU OKIKE has made for us to be in the land of the living. And this, the topic of this day, or this video presentation, is about the land, is about Igbo land, the sacred land, Igbo, Alanso, Ala Biafra, Alanso. And I will use this opportunity also to go back to the question that Nnamdi Kanu asked at the punchline Africa interview. several months ago. Why and what did America and the British see in this tiny country called Biafra? What have they done wrong? Which is also what we know as Ogu. Justification to the Most High CHIUKWU OKIKE, because a prayer without justification is a waste of time. It must be justified in the eye of CHIUKWU OKIKE. You must keep your hand clean and remain blameless in the face of CHIUKWU OKIKE before you pray. So the issue now becomes knowing who we are, and who we worship. The Igbo land, the people, the culture are sacred and set apart to be light and salt to the rest of the world. And as a recap to my previous video presentation on why Biafra is hated by other nations, is engraved in the creation and the covenants that our fathers, the Igbo fathers, the Creator, made with our fathers at the beginning of creation, right from the 7th day of the 8-day Izu, and not 3,000 years ago when it was renewed among our people, returning our people like us in the image of the Most High, the black chosen rich soil, and not in any other color of the rainbow or any other color or complexion. And this we must know to stop worshiping or looking for white savior. This is one of among our problems. This is where some of our problems are ingrained. And we also have to look into how the Most High CHIUKWU OKIKE prohibits RUGA and the intermixing or intermarriage with the other nations, even among our own selves. If one has been excommunicated by CHIUKWU OKIKE Abiyama, they do not even allow to crisscross or intermix with his anointed communities. And along Naguru. That's not to say that everybody, that any group or people are useless, but to be the light to the world, this covenant is key to position you where CHIUKWU OKIKE Abiyama wants you to be positioned. And it is by choice as well, not by force. unless you want to destroy yourself by crossing the line. If you cross the line, you destroy yourself and you destroy the other. About the RUGA, Igbo is people are otherwise known as Umu Ishar'elu or Ishar'elu, because Biafra is sacred and is the kingdom of the Most High on earth. That's why he called it Igwe at the beginning of creation. He said he created the expanse of land and named it heaven. And each and every one of us who really want to know, or from Ishi Obi, must know where we call Igwe. We know River Igwe. We know Chukwu, not Aro Chukwu. It's Igwe or Chukwu. Caesar, it was Caesar that deceived you into calling it Aro Chukwu. So as for you to dismiss or forget that you are living, when you live, stepping your feet on the sacred land. You know that Ebi Badroko Alanso and they revere the land where CHIUKWU Okikabiyama positioned his city that is called by his name, which he calls Chukwu. We do not sell land for that reason. We do not sell land, not even among ourselves. Nor to foreigners, strangers. We can only lease land, which means kgba, for somebody to hold and live and farm or live, and until at the time when the person get their money back, they can pay back. And if you, another person who lease that land and live on it, you do not collect any crop, wild crop, or any cash crop already existing in there, whether it is breadfruit, okwa, or whether it is the tree, unku. Not to speak of going and getting a Gentile to come to take over the land, so you do not sell to them. So when there is some people Ufunedi who do not know Chukwu, who's their fathers, possibly don't know Chukwu, our people used to call such people that were absorbed into the fold of Caesar and his evil government, who claimed to be governors or government, finally groomed in after 1970 with the model of Obabiasuka as a model. Onye ọbụla kwuru sị na ha ga-ere ala Igbo, ma ọ ga-ewere ala Igbo onye ọzọ ire nọ from generation to generation. His generation ire ha nọ ọ na-ejikwuo ya. This happened in places like Turkey. This happened in the places like the land that was given to Adam, later to Abiyama, later to his children, the children of Jacob, the 10 tribes of Jacob. The same way everybody Esau and Caesar are fighting over Yashar'el today, because we do not fight over land. And wherever the Most High keeps us, we must keep that law. We must keep that covenant. That's why we are called Umu Ibiri. Ibiri nwoke and Ibiri nwanyị. Not Hebrew. We are not Umu Hebrew. We are not Umu Jew. We are Igbo. And we are Hebrew. We are not Hebrew. We are Umu Ishar'elu. Ishar'el. So that there alone, I believe, will resolve the question of RUGA, and which is no go. And anybody who forces this law or this evil on that land, Chineke kpọọ ndị ọkpọrọbịa. It has been done before, and it will be done again if you don't be careful, because that's a sacred land. It's not a land to be allowed to be polluted by anyone. We don't sell it. We caretakers. That's why the week calendar is about market days, because the Most High knows and explains to us, shows us that Uwawahia, Iluwa is just like a market. Anyone who finishes trading goes home to rest with his ancestors. It's not a place for you to go and scrambling, because you didn't create it. It was just given to you as to the real world, as Igbo, the son to inherit and return back to him after we finish what he expects us to do on this earth. And not the 7 days of worshiping of the heavenly bodies. And now you know the reason why religion is something that is pagan. It's the real paganism and witchcraft. Never been off track, because we're answering this question my brother Nnamdi diligently asked. As you can see in the video clip before or after this video. So we are prohibited to intermarry. So in terms of the intermarriage, you can look through where the Most High prohibited it in the book of Genesis 34 verses 14, and Deuteronomy 7 verses 20, also in some precepts and some parts of this covenant, this book, this sefer of Igbo scripture, the hidden called Babel or Bible, Babylon. You can see in that book and read it on yourself, because it's better for the man or woman, the buyer of pulp selects the maker or producer or the seller by them on their own. In Igbo we say, "Odimma ka onye akam." Ka onye ọbụla ji aka hụrụ onye akam. And about That answers the question by Nnamdi Kanu. Right there. Igbo scripture or Sefer, Deuteronomy 32 verses 21, makes it clear why CHIUKWU Okikabiyama allows us to go into being under those who are not people. Read it yourself, because so that Ijaka Georonyakam. And in the Deuteronomy 28 from 15 to 68, from verses 15 to 68, the Most High made it clear that if we keep crossing him as we have been doing, by worshiping all these Saturn, Sun, Moon, and the Caesar, without worshiping him, keeping his Shabbat, calling on him and him alone, not speaking of calling Elu. Elu is not his name. His name is CHIUKWU, the Most High, the Almighty. CHIUKWU OkikE, which your fathers call him in Africa. The land they call Africa land is Igbo land. It's the land of Igbo. So is America. These are all the land of the world was given to Igbo, given to Igbo. This is the reason why you're being attacked left, front, right, and center. I hope this is answering your question, because if you go back to that covenant, return to that covenant, and worship the Most High according to that law and the process of the government, all of which were snatched, you are allowed to be snatched from you in 70 AD, starting from Yashar'el to CHIUKWU in 1906, from 1906 to 1904 to 1906. That's where the real Sefer, which you look at, all these pictures and all this drawn material, symbols, such as the ones that you call they told you that our fathers worship stick, worship stone, worship gods. Lies. Those are writings and symbols representing the word of the Most High, because they couldn't read it or interpret it or read it, or just to deceive you to be following the ways of the heathen. And if you read this Deuteronomy 28, 15 verses 68, you will know the reason why, especially in 64, where our people are so, their self-esteem is messed up. Why their self-esteem is messed up, why we all became this. And looking at that enabler, the enabler of the elect and the salvageable, which is the covenant. That's the only way you will be enabled to become who you used to be before the coming of Caesar and the Esau, each of them fighting to dig the Quran into the Bakassi Peninsula, the center of the earth, from where the earth was created, but that's Armageddon. That will be explained by what they have to. The nations who are about to fall. For these nations have to fail for the new nation to come, to be used to help to save the earth. Mind you, we are still in the 2021 forum. So, to save the earth or recover the earth. And also, check the Macaulay's address to the British Parliament in 1835. In my previous videos, or search in the internet, if you search Lord Macaulay's address to the British Parliament in 1835, February 2nd, 1835, you will be able to select your Onyakam than having me reading it over and over again. Because it's about the taking away this your culture, deceiving you to abandon this covenant, to be their slave forever. Is he answering the question that he asking? That simple question. Why? And when you speak about America and the European or white man or British against Biafra, tiny Biafra, mind you, you must have to ask yourself, where are the Romans? Who are the Romans? They can hide behind the religions, the witchcraft and the sorcery, twisting names and words and making it, hiding behind it. But when you go to those who have ear, let them hear. I'm not asking you not to acquiring weapon, not to making weapon, not getting ready for physical fight. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Ebe Chineke nna elu ahụ ya ahụ ụwa anya n'elu ụwa na-eche ha obodo na-efu ka onye nche na atọgbu onwe. All these confusions about who is in charge and who is not in charge, who is a head and who is a tail, these are also because you don't know Chukwu. You don't know Chukwu. You have to go back to the covenant and the commandment wogu nna na atụ n'ụtụtụ. Our fathers used to recite the commandment every morning, and in addition pour libation as the 5th commandment to their fathers. Honor your father and your mother for your life to be extended. They will ask you, they will call on CHIUKWU OKIKE, Abiyama, worship him and bow to none but him, and never call his name in vain. And they worship him and celebrated him on the day, his day, the Eke, the day of the Eke. And they will tell you never kill nobody. Their hand is clean, innocent of any blood. Thou shalt not kill. And they will tell you they never broke any wedlock. I can hold you, child. They will tell you they never eyed on somebody else, then never lied against anybody, have never had any false witness. This is a simplification of the covenant before any prayer or pouring any libation and making any request from CHIUKWU OKIKE. So Akagari, before you pray, go to a book of Isaiah, Isaiah CHIUKWU 58 verses 1, and read it thoroughly before you start talking about fasting or prayer. And waste your time without them. Without that. That's what the Most High taught us through his Onyamoma. And when you are worshiping Sunday, you're worshiping Saturn, you're worshiping Caesar Borgia, you're worshiping all these moon and stars and all these things you worship on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday instead of on Shabbat. Shabbatudo on Eke, the day of Eke. You are at risk. And this is the reason why these people who are not human, those who are not human, are perturbing you and want to quench the fire, cover up the light and the salt that you are. And then don't be looking, when you speak of devil, don't be looking in the sky. When you speaking of the Most High and his saints, don't be looking at the sky. Because you are wasting your time. He is with you. He gave you his image. And he gave you his likeness, which is the covenant. Because you can't just claim, no, you're Igbo, you are the special and the light and the salt without the real salt, which is the covenant. It doesn't make sense. Those are our problems. And we have to come back to it and stop going and hitting our head on the walls and the ground and the calling on flesh, half animal, few animal, beast, worshipping beast. Because the Most High is a jealous Elah. He's a jealous judge and the ultimate witness. He sees us all. And this is the way we can unite also. It's the only way we can unite. With the oath, which everybody was talking about, taking Osaji and playing with Osaji and all these symbolisms of Osaji and Oji and Nzu and Odo and all these things we're wearing. These are to call on attention for us to listen to the covenant. That's the real thing. These are materials. We don't worship this. I know this. I know the covenant. And then you think about the Willie or Lynch proposal to Virginia slave owners on how to turn you against the light skin and the Yoruba, against the Igbo, as Yoruba is not Igbo. The East Africa against the Igbo, like as the East African people are not Igbo. The other people, this against that, the village against that village, town against town, nation against nation, because we turned away from CHIUKWU OKIKE. And you cannot keep this, the optimal size of community to keep this is the village, from where leaders of a nation, of a larger group, the people in larger group, are drawn through that covenant from the cream of the crop, the people who worship the Most High very well in that village, in each of those villages, draw them. And that's why when people talk about Igbos dominate, they don't know what they're talking about. Igbo man or woman, real Igbo man or woman, do not want anything that doesn't belong to them. Whether you Yoruba, or you Bini, you Igala, you Ibagi, everybody used to be concentrate on their own village along the riverside where they get their water. Because water is life. Because we came from water. We were created from Bakassi Peninsula. So when people curse you with water, you make them annoyed and have to go with water. You are in trouble. You can believe, you can call it a superstition or whatever the Caesar told you to make you forget, to think that you're going to go free. And that's no. So you can see how Caesar has planted all his seed right from Pope Nicholas V, who forced his people to take you over, take your land, and make you slave because you prefer chewing gum and sweet, kai or taba. Nanto Ntaibo. Taba. Rather than the Most High. And when they came, they collected all your ufunedi and make them chief, Ovi, their Ova, Obi and Oba. In the so-called core Igbo land today, you can see what is happening around the Obi, from Nnamdi to this barrage of saboteurs around the area today. But thanks be to CHIUKWU OKIKE that the young people in the area are revolting, because the spirit of the Most High has touched them. Also, go into the internet and look for Mike Adams of the Health Ranger and listen to his video on the science agenda to exterminate blacks, and hear what the ear refuses to hear. And there, the same so-called Kenyan African seed mixed with all kind of stuff. His name came up also. You know who I'm talking about. We sacrifice a lot of our energies campaigning for sacrifice all everything, deceived to sacrifice everything to make him your so-called African president of America. But that's not true. That's not true. Africa, the beginning of this country, how did they get this so-called democracy? They call democracy. They call democracy and mess it up. They don't convert it to democracy. They make onyeskrasi. They make otu chukwu jisi. Ke make otu chukwu jisi. They call him democracy. Democracy is the government. Democracy is the government. CHIUKWU OKIKE, not what Caesar have transformed it to be. Sorcery and into witchcraft. In the HSK Osuji, when I was a young man, the police was messing with him as he was going to see Shehu Shagari. In those days, we thought that was the Nigeria worth a squat, but not knowing it's just rubbish. The HSK Osuji being abused or disturbed by the police, and he told the people of the land, "Ne-cheki kwao. Nakwa ne-cheki." The answer here we should know is guarding the covenants with actions. Igbo is the color of the heaven of CHIUKWU OKIKE, and the covenant is the likeliness, and it must be both. And without the covenant, Ifunedi Kebu, according to our fathers, they call you Ifunedi. Ifunedi is the wolf and the leopard. Terrorists and the butchers with all their mouth full of blood. And that's what the Caesar collected, made you. Warren chiefs. That's what you have as a governors today. Warren chiefs. And slave catchers. And the murderers of the land. Jaka gehoro unyakam. Asim Chineke ekwekwele nkwu ya ọnụ. Eziokwu bụ nne. And you have to remember that Caesar originates from Cain. But a lot of the people that you look at today, you call white people, lump everybody together. You look at people like Mike Adam and the rest. People who are revealing all these atrocities and abomination that is planned and against the black man or black people. Are you going to lump them together as Cain? The Most High knows better, because a lot of people have been, black people, Igbo people has been washed, whited out. You may have to go watch the whited The Whiteout series by the Watchman reports. Don't be lazy. Study. But I have an announcement to make. This coming Monday, September 6th, being Nkwanta, 2021. Nkwanta is before Eke, Idunoba before the Shabbat, starting from the evening. Is the day of the blowing of the trumpet that the Most High wants us to do each year for everlasting. This is a holy month, or a holy seventh month, or seventh moon. And on the 15th will be the day we do Aja Ntoko or Aja Nsuroko, which is referred to in Caesar language as atonement, the day of the atonement. That day we are required to afflict our soul, starting from the eve of the 15th, which is at the 10th day of the 7th month. It's also, Caesar also calls it in the funny fake Igbo, Yom Kippur. Yom, which means beg me, cry to me about your sin, for it to couple. This is a young couple. Some of my friends, people in the awakening, they talk when somebody just young couple. They act like they're speaking something holy, but tell them that they'll tell them is Yom Couple. Yom Kadisin, depart. No, he'll be telling you, well, that's a different version of Hebrew. I'm chanting. But I have no issues with anyone, because the Most High, through Yahushua, says that some will be delivered at the last hour. They will be awakened, some will be awakened at the last hour. So know yourself, know who you worship, know how He wants you to, and know that where the Most High, CHIUKWU OKIKE, is not the watchman. The watchman in flesh is wasting his time. And with all these uproars that I'm hearing all over the places, over people being asked to be accountable, and people battering, even some, talking about women without realizing. A lot of us, we need to know what we're doing right here. Even this Biafra, Nigeria, this zoo, you're looking at the minimum so-called freedom that you used to have, that is now depleting right away, was gotten to you by the Aba women crisis, Aba women riot, they call it. And who were the representative of the British? your office. And the criminals that call themselves Igwe today, their fathers were the same warren chiefs that were menacing our people in those days. But the women did it. Whatever their problem, issues are, everybody is like this right now. Do not beat her. If your woman left you or anything happened to you, we can all attest to that. But you do not go and be bitter and be talking, being in this state and talking about, coming out and talking about Biafra women in the United States, trying to ask you to be accountable with your evilness. How dare you? All of us are in this state. The dry bone in the valley. Go to Deuteronomy 28:68. The only thing that will enable us is this covenant. And the Biafra will facilitate it. So, one thing we need to bear in mind also is that the main characteristics of devil is envy, is blackmail, is the deception, and the king being lies, a murderer. So watch it, because you do not have to use a knife or weapon to kill somebody, or stab somebody, to be a murderer. We are all fragile. These women are fragile. Stay away from them. Be accountable. Don't worry about what the enemy says. That's what makes you evil. Isaiah 58 verses 1. If you see evil, call it evil. This is where we're going. And this is why the Most High have allowed us to be in this desert, in this wilderness, more than 50 years, starting, when we just use 1967 as a boundary. But much longer than that, because our grandfathers, those from Ishi Obi, those from Agworoha, they are Agworo, or generational, or their type, or people. They're set apart. They fought. They've been fighting this war. They fought this war more than 100, if not up to 200, from the beginning. The slave trade was not without fight. Ufnedi participated, but the set apart fought. Some of them be hung by it. Even in here in the Americas, the same thing. Free people who have been living here for hundreds and thousands of years, if not millions, were rounded up also and called slaves from Africa. Africa used to travel between the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf of Guinea, Bacassis Peninsula. Move the two maps together and you will see where the Gulf of Mexico fits into the Bacassis Peninsula, to know where the world was created in the waters. Then he created the lands among the waters. There was a time the whole world was nothing but Igbo. The technology that you are worrying about here today, or you are scared of and shivering of, came from Omos. Look around the whole Igbo, and you see Omos. All the way to Morocco. If you go to places like Aleppo, which they call Aleppo, in Syria, places like where they call the Caesar now called Turkey, That's not the right name. The name is in Igbo. You will hear people calling Dede, using the word Dede as a grandfather. So, CHIUKWU Eze. Welcome to the Holy Week to start Monday. And read the book of Leviticus chapter 23 to see the 3 celebrations for the Most High, the blowing of the trumpet, the young couple, affliction of our soul, at least for one day, before the offering of the following day, the fire offering of the following day, which is also the atonement, called the atonement. My father did this. They celebrated this. And then the Feast of the Tabernacle. Or we go in Onyukwu. Onyukwu is CHIUKWU OKIKE. In the sacred forest, in the tabernacle, the land, the forest that we ask the ESN to clear, get rid of every anampam from anywhere to desecrate. Is that too much to ask of? Stay away from the forest. That's where our people worship. It's sacred. The Most High, that's where our people have been worshiping from the beginning of the earth. Stay away. But with this covenant, they're going to kill themselves. They're going to die, drown. They're talking about unknown soldier. All this because with their pranks. They're the ones who are now. We know who they are, but they still claim they're unknown soldier. Wait, the unknown soldier is coming as we keep the covenant. All the glory, all the praises be to CHIUKWU OKIKE Abiyama. Thanks for watching. Listen. De. Me. Gokrasi. Comment. Like. Share. CHIUKWU OKIKE Abiyama weze. Ebia duai. Chekwai. Gozie anyị, nyere anyị aka, zie anyị ụzọ ya, ka anyị fee ya dịka ọ kwesịrị, dịka ọ kasị. Ise. 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 Till the next video, thank you for watching and so long.